Greetings. One of my favourite sayings from Viktor Frankl is that it matters not the radius of your circle. What matters is how you fill its space. And today I want to pay tribute to Elly Frankl, who was Victor's second wife, whom I found out today, June the 12th, died June the 11th, 2026. Time zones mean that I found it out pretty much on the day she died. Born November the 6th, 2025, married to Victor 1947, and Victor himself died in 1997. So they had 50 years together, and then Elly has lived on to be 100. It matters not the radius of your circle, it matters how well you fill its space. And Elly saved his own life in many ways. There are many witnesses to that in fact, Victor's own life productivity was enabled by finding Elly. We always are enabling other people if we try. She did everything for him, and she was responsible for so much.
Elly did all his typing, and he'd answer a letter and she'd be typing it as he answered it. And every article, every book he wrote, she hand typed on these old typewriters. You know, it wasn't like computers. And I mean, he used to work her all day and all night. And of course, he worked all day and all night.
Ich meine, den größten Teil ins Leben zurückzuführen, musste er schon selber gemacht haben. Aber in diesem Leben bleiben zu können, den Versuch hat er selber gemacht. Bleiben können war die Elly. Und ich glaube, dass sie beide etwas sehr genau gewusst und gespürt haben. Als er sie kennengelernt hat in der Poliklinik, war sie seine Lebensrettung.
Victor's family, those who survived the Holocaust, are buried in Central Cemetery in Vienna, again in a Jewish section of the cemetery, which, by the way, is very poorly kept, and the bombings, the damage from the war remains there. Elly's family buried in the Catholic cemetery on the other side of the Danube. And I learned in the conversations that when Victor and Elly died, they would not be buried together. That Victor would be buried in the plot with his family. And by the way, the marker there names the members of his family who were lost in the Holocaust, who were killed in the Holocaust, in memory of them. And Victor was to be buried there with the parts of his family who had already been buried there. And Elly would be buried in the Catholic cemetery. And I said to them, so, you are born separated by the Danube, separated by religion, separated by class, separated by education. Elly was a home economics major in high school. Victor, MD, PhD, honorary doctorates. So much separating the two of them. And then I said, at the end, you're separated again. And Victor says, I don't give a damn where we are buried. No one can take away from Elly and me the life that we have spent together and all that we have done together. This we keep, and I couldn't give a damn about where I'm buried, or we can't be separated. Again, that defiant attitude, and Elly is agreeing. Sitting there nodding, yeah, this is right. Where we're buried doesn't matter. What matters is the life that we've lived together.
Exactly. It matters not the radius of your circle, but how well you fill its space. And we never know how our radius and our circle will impact on others. Thank you for listening.